I know all the mistakes I made, and I believe I can replicate them perfectly all over again. That's a paraphrasing of a Peter Cook. Marvellous, marvellous comedian. If you get a chance and you don't know of him, have a look. One of his sketches, and I'm not saying this is the case, but I was prompted to think of that when looking at the latest news from the WBC, which is that in their welterweight division, in the rankings, the top spot goes to Manny Pacquiao. Right? Well, in the past, what you did was you parachuted him in, you gave him a top 10 spot. People like me went, whoa, and then you looked at that and said, maybe it's not entirely correct. Words to that effect. I think the word mistake was, I think that was used, wasn't it? Might not have been, but there you go. And then he fought Mario Barrios, and it was a draw. Mario Barrios didn't turn up, and it was a good job he didn't, because I was afraid of what might happen to 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. And that should just be it. It made a lot of money, probably, got away with one, leave it now. What you don't do is, you don't say, oh, now he's drawn one, let's make him the number one welterweight in our rankings. Because you've got a gentleman called QDL, who's below him in the rankings, of course, and he won his last fight, and Manny Pacquiao didn't win his last fight. He drew, and he didn't win his last professional fight either, and he also lost an unlicensed fight. And what's the rules? This is about the business of boxing, isn't it? And Manny Pacquiao has been called out by quite a few, well, not called out, but mentioned in dispatches by quite a few boxers. Oh, I might like to fight him. So, you know, including Jake Paul, who's going to fight AJ, so don't get too excited. But, yeah, it's going to happen, folks. But this is all about, well, let's get him right to the top, and therefore there's more attention from people like me talking about it. Surely it's that. I'm not saying that's bad in itself, because this business of boxing drives the boxing of boxing a lot of occasions, and very good that it does. But what are the rules? What is the criteria that sends him to the number one spot when he hasn't even won his last match? Just let's be clear on that. Somebody tell me. That would be nice. Because this boxing, the business of, just appears to be a bit odd. Ta-ta.